Live, and you hear noise in my background because I am printing uh, today's toolkit that I will be sharing with you and offering you in a matter of minutes. But I wanted to make sure I can print it so I can view it directly for myself. Good afternoon. This is Kingdom Fundraisers Live, and I am your host, Pastor Willie. I'm glad to be with you today. It is Friday the 17th here in Florida. It may be the 18th where you are, maybe even the 16th somewhere. I'm not totally sure, but wherever you are in the universe, I'm grateful to have you join me today. Let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, it's been a long week. Many of you know last week we did a reset because I had to prepare for leaving town. Eulogized my uncle on this past Tuesday, one of the great warriors in my life, who shared some great examples, specifically on being a disciple of Christ. And so I'm very grateful for that and his family and the opportunity for Ella and I to travel back home to Ohio, where it was sub-zero weather every single day. The high on Monday was 31. Wind chill, it was still cold. When we left on yesterday, which would have been Thursday, when we left one yesterday coming back home, guess what? Temperature was 8 a.m. 8 degrees at 4 a.m. in the morning. 8 degrees, and the wind chill was 5 below zero. That's Fahrenheit. Celsius, I'm told, is somewhere between minus 12 and 15 Celsius. That's cold. And so I'm grateful to be back home in Ohio. Home in Florida with you right now, and having an opportunity to talk about today the fundraising reset and practical strategies to start strong here in 2025. So I want to do a reset. Is that all right with each one of you? And then first, let me start off by saying good afternoon, good morning, or good evening to you, Brother Mark, my friend Mark Chua, and his wonderful wife and family who assist me every single time I go live and I am posting day by day. He is our great leader, specifically in the 1 minute prayer movement on our special official Facebook page. He is a great guide for that, for everybody to know. And so I want to give him a shout out and grateful to him joining me today. So I want to just get into that because there seems to be a lot on the table. I'm on the relaxed mode. I'm trying to stay a little bit warm. As I say, I came home from sub-zero weather, and believe it or not, I still feel it in my bones. But thank God for the temperature here in Florida. You also may hear in the background, there's some people out front of my home here where my office is, and they're taking care of the yard every other week. This time of year, they're in the yard. So them weed whackers may be making some noise. If you hear them, I'm going to do all that I can to speak over that. Mark, let me know if you hear some things in the background. But today, let's get into it. And let me also begin. I want to do that by acknowledging some friends of mine that are going through some challenges and changes, specifically those of you who are out west in California, in the Palisade and Altadena area, where many of you lost your homes and everything that you have there. And so I'm grateful for those of you. You'll be hearing me talk about that and how we can be helpful to those that we know. I have a very close friend, Sister Renee, and her husband who lost some things there. They lost their home there. And we just give a shout out to you guys. I know you're a follower of the 1 minute prayer movement, the Kingdom Fundraisers Live, and many of the works that we do. And we're looking to do some things together with you once you reorganize and fall in place, and we can get together and see what God has in store. But today, Kingdom Fundraisers Live, my brothers and sisters, we're going to talk about specifically the reset. How do you reset? How do you get started? How do you realign yourself for 2025? How do you get 2025 moving in a way that God will have you to move? So I hope you have a pencil and paper, and if not, you'll be able to download this shortly on our webpage. I'm going to begin posting our PDFs both on Facebook or at least a link to it so you can download the PDF and follow me. One of the great things, you all, I want to make sure that you all have access to do hands-on things. I don't want to just talk about fundraising, but There's some things that you ought to be able to do in your organization. And remember, I want you to become a member of our Kingdom Fundraisers membership, a Kingdom Fundraisers network, actually, where you can have access to all of the PDFs. You can have access to all of our workbooks. You have access to actually our ebooks that are available to you. There's some there now. There are new ones coming to you real soon. They're already completed, and as Mark and I work through the process, they're going to be posted where you, as a member only, members only page on our website, you will be able to have access to all of the resources. That includes my courses, that includes all ebooks, that include these videos. They're going to be moving from our free page. Even as a member of the YouTube channel, you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel even to get access to these pages. So again, please remember to join our Kingdom Fundraisers Network. If you're not sure how to, DM me right here, Facebook me, contact me so I can send you your link and your information to become a member of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network, where everything we do, should I say that again, Brother Mark? Everything we do will be made available to you. So please email me, DM me right here, and we will send you the link for more information on how to become a member a member of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network, where again, everything we do will be made available to you. And as a member, you'll have access to not only go to our Zoom live where we Zoom meet with our members and you get to ask questions, share your information. You get it one-on-one with me as a member. You get a one-on-one with me or a team member on being able to answer specific questions on fundraising goals, your how-tos, should I do this? Who do I contact for that? But you need to be a member, hello somebody, to be able to get that information. During the holidays, we offered membership where there was a one-time fee for the year. That's gone. And many of you had opportunity of seeing me and talk about it. Now we go back to our monthly fee to become members of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network. But trust me, the amount that you will invest in the monthly fee to be a part of the network will be well worth your investment, because again, you will get all access to the resources that we provide to you. That's including ebooks, our courses, our PDFs, our checklists, our workbooks, and one-on-one with you once a month, as well as a once a month team meeting with those who are a part of the network. And you'll get to hear how other individuals are working together to accomplish their goals, and maybe something someone else says may be helpful to you, and your information may be helpful to them. Look for that to be posted. Again, if you don't see it on the Facebook page, then contact me directly, and I'll make sure that you get access to the membership for the Kingdom Fundraisers Network. All right, enough about that. Let's talk about fundraising and reset. Let's talk about, there it goes, my website. You'll be able to connect there. Contact me on the website. There is a link to contact me directly on the website where we can get your information to you. Please, there it is. You didn't see it? Well, there it is. You can make sure that you can go to the website and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right there. But and this information, and whether it's through fundraising, speaking engagements, or partnerships, click on the link to connect to me today so that you can get your information and be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that you won't have any reason to come, you won't miss me. But again, the link to contact me today for your information guide for our Kingdom Fundraisers Network, where you can get all access to me and the materials that we provide so that you can be a Kingdom fundraiser, a grant writer, and even if you're looking at contacting my team to assist you in grant writing, trust me, that's the way to do it. I spent a lot of time talking to people who have the want to, but I asked the question today, has your want to been changed? Are you really interested in being the We Pete Inc. and the Kingdom Fundraisers assisting you on your goal? And so that's what we want to do today. If you're with us and hear me, please reach out to me today. Now, let me give you some practical hands-on tools right now as we talk about the Kingdom Fundraiser as we talk about fundraising reset. And we're talking about practical strategies to help you start or keep going this year. One of the first things I want to give you, I'm going to give you 5, 6, 7, maybe points that might help you. And the number one is to set clear goals. How do you set? You want to set clear goals, how to walk, how to make sure that you are creating SMART goals. SMART, SMART. Ready for this? SMART standing for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound fundraising goals or grant writing goals. They need to be specific. What is your goal? They need to be measurable. How do I intend to accomplish it, and how long is that going to take me to do so? They need to be achievable goals. Don't just set out and say, I want to get $500,000 worth of grants this year, and you don't even have a narrative completed. They need to be measurable. Set goals monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annual goals, and even 3 to 5 year goals. That's a smart way to do that. Set steps that you can climb the stairway to your success. And when you do that, you can go back and celebrate them. That's one thing I tell my clients. Set goals that you can celebrate when they've been when you've achieved them. All right. And so we got a worksheet that's again a part of being a member, being a part of our network. There's a worksheet to help you set and organize those fundraiser goals. Again, email me, DM me, text me so I can send you this worksheet. Are you ready? Clear, set, SMART goals. Now, number 2, you want to audit your fundraising system. Encourage, what I want you to do is review your donor database. I want you to review your donor database. How about the past campaigns you have and the grants from previous year to identify your strengths and to identify your gaps in fundraising, right? You want to review your database. How many people have donated to your organization? If you don't have donors, then you want to create a donor list by creating a friends list. I call it a friends of list, so that you can list everybody, that your bankers, everybody that you know that you can go to for small to medium to large fundraising database. Are you ready? So the first one again was your clear, SMART goals. Now you want to review and you want to audit your database. So there's a checklist that's going to be a part of what we're talking about today. Not only do you have your worksheet, but you're going to have a checklist. Again, as a member of the Kingdom Fundraisers, you're going to have that checklist that you can go and make a checklist of your donors. Number 3 that we want to talk about, focus on building relationships. Focus on building relationships. Well, I'm always talk about building relationships. In my 5 R's for successful fundraising, in that guide, you'll see how we talk about building relationships. It's the 5th R. First one is research. The second one is review. The second one is read. The third one is write. The fourth one is review. And the 5th one is build relationships. And I talk about building relationships not only with just those that gave you money, but I want to talk about building relationships with people who have not given you or denied you. Why? So that they can begin to know more about your organization when it's time to be refunded or seek funding from them again. These are just practical strategies that you can use as you grow your organization in 2025. So I want to challenge you to reconnect with at least 3 of your past donors or your funders, and send them a personal thank you or email or a call for last year's successes. Send them an email, send them a text, Send them something just to simply say thank you. I challenge you to connect with 3. In the next week, if you've seen this, give me a shout out. Let me know who those 3 individuals that you gave that to. Mark, that'd be a good challenge that we can make a post throughout the week that we can challenge them to connect with a donor, a funder that they have been funded from last year so they can help build their relationship, and challenge them to connect to a donor, a funder, by sending a personal email, a thank you, a cell, give them a call. Sometimes it's nice for folks. They want to hear you say thank you. How about number 4? Leverage your storytelling for the year. Craft compelling stories about your organization's impact to inspire your donor and funder. Craft a compelling story about your organization's impact. What have you done last year that would cause a funder to want to refund you or fund you for the first time? Tell a story. We call a lot of that, we call it signature talk. In your signature talk, you ought to be able to tell somebody what you all have done. Leverage your storytelling. Share with people. I often say, get in an elevator and someone asks you, well, who you are having a conversation, share your story. And it needs to be compelling so that they can ask, well, or make the comment, I'd like to be a part of that. How do I connect with you? And have a card with an information where they can find you, or at least give them a website, something that they can contact you and help you build your organization. How about number 5? Let's look at number 5. Identify quick wins for early year success. Identify quick wins to identify that. I like to appreciate Mark. Know who could benefit from your today's topic. Tag them. Is there somebody out there that that can benefit from this? Tag them. Tell them to connect. You need to connect right now, or read the replay. Watch the replay, because it will be posted for a couple of days. Then we pull it down and it goes into our archive on the YouTube channel, or you'll have access to these through the Kingdom Fundraisers Network. Remember, these are lessons that you get. 30-minute lessons. These are courses that you're actually getting a course right now on how to reset your organization for 2025. So don't take advantage of that information. Again, number 5 is identify quick wins for your early year success. Quick wins. Well, how about some long-hanging fruits? Share ideas for long-hanging fruits, such as organizing a quick peer-to-peer fundraiser, or leveraging matching gift campaigns. You want some early wins, some quick wins. People you had talked to, but you forgot to call back. Quick wins. Go to, when you're at the bank, have a conversation with the banker or the manager, branch manager at the bank. Quick wins. Somebody you could talk to real fast that might say, hey, wow, here's a couple thousand, here's a couple hundred. If you had 10 people give you $200, you just raised $2,000 for your organization. Quick wins. I was researching yesterday, literally, online for a CDBG grant here in my neighborhood. And for those that don't know, CBDG grants, community block grants, are open right now in your county, probably, where you can begin to make application for. And so for a quick win, now I was looking for that. But I also found on that site a Community Connect grant for $2,000 that's available right now on the same website. Guess what? I began to organize my narrative so I can apply for that $2,000, because we're planning a health and wealth summit in March. And guess what? I need $9,000, of which we have about half of it already, but I want to raise the rest. Guess what? If I can get that $2,000, I'm three-fourths into my goal of $9,000 for this summit. That's how you do it. Take one bite at a time. I don't know who I was talking to recently, but in our conversation, we talked about one bite at a time. The elephants are big, but you can tear him down one bite at a time. You can get to him. You can take care of your fundraising goals one step at a time. All right, let's look at number 6. Grant writing pro tips for the new year. That's what these are my grant writing pro tips. Well, what you share actionable advice for identifying grants. Well, that's my job, not yours. I'm supposed to share some actionable advice. Well, guess what? I just did. Uh, I just shared a way to take care of small successes. For example, the CDBG grant, Community Development Block Grant, which is available in your neighborhood. It's federal money coming to the state, coming to the county, that is available to every city. And there, I don't know when yours in your city is being released. Here, Palm Bay's was released last month or early in January. Melbourne's is released. The grant was released on the 15th. It's due February 6th. Hello. Somewhere in your area, that CDBG grant, Community Development Block Grant, is being released for you now. So guess what? Go after your grant. Many of them are 5, 10,000. One of them was 5 here, another one was 20. We're going after those dollars because they're adding to the success of our yearly goal, for fundraising. In fact, the question is, what is your yearly goal for fundraising? How much do you need, not want, but how much do you need for 2025 in your budget? Have you done a budget for 2025 yet? That's a good question. Have you done your 2025 budget yet? Now, large organizations do it all the time, but many of us small organizations, we don't actually do the budget that we need for 2025. And so one of the things that we want to talk about, what is your yearly goal for fundraising? And it needs to be defined in your budget. Doesn't have to be and listen, you all, do not create $100 million. Don't even create $100,000 budget if you really don't need that. Create the budget that's going to get you sustainable for the year 2025. And you can leap into the 2026 year. So what do you need? And if you're not sure how to do that, that's the reason why you need to become a part of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network so that we can coach you to your success, get you from startup to sustainability, help get your vision off of the paper and onto the pavement. Please contact me, DM me, Facebook me, go to my website and become a member of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network so we can help you create these fundraising tips and goals for you. Let me give you the last one. You're a faith-based, what I call the faith-based approach to fundraising. And we do that by encouraging you simply to start the year with prayer and align your fundraising strategies with God's direction and principles. I want you to be, if you haven't been praying about your success, haven't been praying about your journey, haven't been praying about your goal, my 7th tip for the strategy of this year is to begin every day with prayer so that God can lead you and he can order your steps. You want God to order your steps. Am I right about it? You want God to order your steps so that every day when you step out of the house, step out of your bedroom, step out of your kitchen, step out of your office, you're already walking in the path that God would have you to follow. And so my final and 7th approach for this year for you is to do it through prayer, seeking God's desire, God's will, and making sure you align your fundraising strategies with the will of God for your life and for your organization, and that the principles are aligned with the will of God. So now, don't forget, go to my website. Let me put everybody. I want to make sure that you go to the website, WePeting.com, and contact me. There's a calendar there where you can reach out to me and we can get you signed up for the Kingdom Fundraisers Network. You can have access to all of these PDFs and all of these videos that will help you align yourself for those to-do lists that you don't know how to do. That's what we'll be doing together as a part of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network. And we can help you again reach your goals for that. And stay tuned. We have a master class coming up soon. We're going to be announcing that date for the next master class. We held one in December. We actually held two in December. We want to launch another one for this year, this February. And we want to make sure that you connect through the master class. And for those who are Kingdom Fundraiser Network members, when we do the master class, there's a VIP session that follows that you're a part of free of charge. That's a Zoom session where we are watching each other. So let's launch 2025 in a strong way so that we can help you meet your fundraising goals for this year. Thanks for joining me again here for Kingdom Fundraisers Live. I'm Willie Peterson, your host. I'm grateful that you trust me with your vision, and I look forward to sharing with you, giving you more tips and information here in 2025. Go for it. It's all yours. God bless you. I'll see you next week.